Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To the air. It's Sampson. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10. The Nittany Lions come to the line in a hurry up.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he lofts one deep over the middle. And is intercepted.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle, but first down.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The key on the third down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 25. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's caught downfield. Tackle quickly at the 10, but now the offense really threatening to score.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. Now it's first and goal.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Siegel. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
To throw, it's Sampson. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the gun now on third down. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They tackle him about the 14.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. It's a safety.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50. You're running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
And the Penn State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They begin with a quick throw to the left.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Right out of the 47, and that will move the sticks.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd down here. To throw, it's Sampson. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Tigers! And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
PAT makes it a 12-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's the runback. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 14, Penn State 2.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the wideout goes in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. Passes the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. At the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. No control. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground, but the quarterback is definitely frustrated. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big game here, but take it in for 6 himself.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Trying to create here on the move. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers. And now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught quickly. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. It's a turnover.
Chris, I don't think he would have gotten the first down regardless, but a good job by this defense of knowing where the first down marker is and then coming in with bad intentions to create that turnover, get the ball back to their offense.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Pass complete on the crosser. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Frustration in the last drive. They moved it into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Looking to pass here on second down. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field lead, and he hits a big play in the middle.
They're going to run it. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Important second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Clemson. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Clock is still running. Not to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Touchdown, Tigers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Siegel. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive.
The offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Contact as he let the ball go. And he's got it. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Looking to pass. It's Sampson. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here, he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Snags the quick throw. Ball carrier tackled there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. And the field goal is good. But hold on, there is a flag on the field, so let's check that out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. One more play before they head to the locker room. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Trying to build on a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
To me, a couple things there. Number one, pressure in the quarterback. The other thing is really good coverage by the secondary. The quarterback had no choice but to get rid of that football. And now you get to 4th down. You got the lead by a couple possessions. Smart play here is to punt the ball away and get your defense back out on the field.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Penn State offense is back out on the field. The backs got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
The Nittany Lions are looking to keep this drive going. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. The offense going with the hurry-up.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Oh, here comes the reverse. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. Offense facing 2nd and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They line up on 3rd and goal. Got to think this is score down territory, down multiple scores. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Pressure is coming. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, another sack. You know, as the offensive coordinator, you're ahead in this game. Maybe you should change the game plan to help your quarterback a bit. This pass rush has gotten home way too many times, and you should focus more on preserving the lead.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
You finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
A completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Handoff heading left. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
With the catch, it's Pearson. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the 1st down in the process.
And the Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here for this offense. Quick pass, the catch is made. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yard here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Takes the handoff again. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
This try is no good. And the miss leaves it an 8-point margin.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Gets some space around the 30. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He shreds the tackle. Solid game, moves the ball to a 43.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback keeps the football. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Oh, just a backbreaker for this defense. That's 2 separate times. On this drive alone, they've had a chance to maybe get off the field. They'd had these third downs, only to give up first downs. Now, as a defensive coordinator, man, you got to dial up any kind of pressure at all to shoot a gap and try to bust that ball away from these backs.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The pocket breaking down. It's a short completion to the tight end. And moves the ball to a 35, another first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff to the back. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Same tailback, another carry. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Going the other way, can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to throw. It's Sampson. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick grab.
Chris, you're only down one possession. This quarterback hasn't had the greatest of days, but I'll tell you what, a play like that, maybe it helps him start to string together a few in a row.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Still no answer for this offensive machine. It's obviously down 2. They'll go for the 2-point conversion to try to tie the score. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's going to muscle into the end zone. The 2-point try ties up the game here in the late stages. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Turner decides to fair catch this. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Your worst-case scenario will go to overtime, but can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
That's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Penn State. And sixth interception return. And that is any defender's dream. A touchdown to take the lead in the fourth quarter of a playoff game.
Well, when you play this kind of scheme, it could lead you potentially into having opportunities to create turnovers. Here they get the bonus because they get points off of it, give themselves the lead. Now they're going to hold on here to see if they can advance to the national title.
And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Higgins. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson.
It's just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back. But I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
PAT to tie things as we head into the break. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
The Nittany Lions looking to cash in this red zone trip. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The jump in front in OT. And now the extra point to make this a 7-point game in overtime. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. You kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And they're able to tack on the extra point. So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls in the catch. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
So the offense has a first and goal now here in the second overtime. And the quarterback just sneaks it. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, I don't blame them. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Second and goal for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
That keeps the score. Clemson 51, Penn State 45.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. And looking to throw now on first down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Sampson. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
First down and 10 now. They call the counter play here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here.
Touchdown, Penn State. What a response to stay alive here.
Well, they did the tough part here by coming up with this touchdown. The game is tied. Now, of course, the rule in that second overtime, you got to go for 2. Let's see what their favorite 2-point play is. See if they can win it.
Now the important point after attempt. And now the defense will spend a timeout to get everybody on the same page before this important play. And now they'll set up for the point after. Extra point puts them in front by 1. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the